Hey, so maybe I won't fuck up this time. I fucked up like 3 times already. Third time's the charm, as they say. Okay, time for part 3, hopefully. Lying on the floor was a group of men. They were all unconscious, but there was no explanation as to why they were there in the first place. I dropped my bags as I let the door close on its own behind me. Huh? Who the heck are these guys? Why are they here? What's going on? Some of them had open wounds. The blood was staining the floor, and the scent was intermingling with the air. Like, should I get a first aid kit? That seems like something. Call an ambulance for you. You know, take you to the hospital. Whatever, bruh. I couldn't help but feel bad for them instinctively, but nevertheless, I was shocked and a bit angry at the sudden intrusion. My mind suddenly went from caring and concerned to confused and demanding answers. Who are you guys? No response. I'll call the police. Still nothing. None of them seemed to be awake to answer or respond to me. It seemed surreal to have random strangers in the house I just moved into. But I wanted answers. Quickly. I should really call an ambulance for them. That was until... Get away from me.
Woman, you're going to let me kiss you.
I'm not a woman. I couldn't believe it myself, but within a mere blink of an eye, one of the men went from lying on the floor to being right in front of my face. What was even more odd was the fact that I felt serene and calm about it. Slowly, a desire burned from my chest, telling me to accept his kiss, even when my mind vehemently refused. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Good.
Fuck off. No, don't make this awkward with the moaning. Don't do that. As he kissed me, I could feel my body go weak. I didn't know why, but that kiss was draining me of my energy. And yet, it was so good. Had made my heart sing. It was a strange and tingling feeling that danced over every nerve on my body. I could feel streams of intangible, not being tangible, intangible energy run up my body into my lips. It felt odd, but at the same time, it felt amazing. I'm not the biggest fan of kissing. So, personally, Personally, I don't...
Sam, stop it.
That's my boyfriend.
Hmm?
No, seriously, don't make this awkward. The person kissing me, Sam was his name, glanced behind him.
I said stop. Now.
That's my boyfriend. That's the dude I'm doing the root for.
Fine.
Please, you're making this really awkward by making noises like that. Finally, he pulled back, and I was left standing there in a daze. What the I couldn't tell what was going on. My mind was completely enwrapped by the kiss and my thoughts that melted into the depths of my forgotten memories. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but okay.
Please forgive my brother. He's a bit reckless.
Nah, it's cool, brah.
At least I feel a hell of a lot better than you right now.
Because you used your abilities on her.
Dude. Side note?
Sam, you're such a reckless brute. Taking advantage of a beautiful young woman like her.
Side note, though. I think she would look really cute with short hair. I just keep thinking about this. Oh my god, but then she'd look like CL. Like if her hair was this short, she would look like fucking CL. Oh my god. That makes things worse because then I'm already thinking of the Funtem Toy Company whenever I think of Anderson Toys, and it's just she looks like CL. Okay, but she would look really cute with short hair. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Shut that pretty boy mouth of yours before I rip it off your pretty boy face.
Sheesh, you guys. Can we not fight right now? Not all of us are in the best state.
I guess you are right, Matthew.
I agree.
Jesus Christ, there's so many of them. Like, how many romance roots are there? There are 9 romance roots and at least 2 that end in me dying. One of them is debatable death. And that's not the one I was thinking of debatable death, but whatever. And of the, 9 romance roots, right? I said 9, right? No, it's 9. A third of them are lesbians. Yeah, so. However, as the men got up and started to chat freely, my thoughts began to reassemble, and I remembered my confusion and anger once again, only now multiplied tenfold. Also, should I still call an ambulance for y'all? Because...
Huh? Did you say something beautiful?
Please don't call me that. That's awkward. And I exploded. What is going on? Why the hell are you all here in my house? Why are you all wounded? Why did you kiss me? Who are you guys? I love their faces, especially Eric's. Look at Eric's face. I couldn't help exploding, but after being taken advantage of and being left in a mush state, my words escaped without filter. I definitely scared the men around me, even the man who kissed me. Wait a second. The guy who kissed me.
Ouch! What's your problem?
What's your problem? You can't just go around forcing people to kiss you like that. Are you some kind of pervert?
Pervert? It was only a kiss!
It might mean nothing to you, but it means a lot to me.
What? Was it your first kiss? Ow! Hey! What was that for?
I know first kisses aren't exactly amazing and full of sparkles and something out of a fairy tale, but I at least expected it to be more than just something forced. Which, by the way, my own personal first kiss with my ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend, obviously. My only boyfriend. Whatever. Moving on. It was in my driveway. In his car. It was the worst first kiss you could ever have. Anyway, moving on.
So it was your first kiss. Stop making such a big deal out of it.
Are you asking to get punched again?
Well, what do you want me to do? It's not like I can somehow take it back.
If violence is an answer in this game, I will fucking take it. I'm gonna beat up a bitch later, just so y'all know. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of her.
How? You're just being violent now!
You deserved it. Anyway, if you try to pull any funny business in the future, just a fair warning, I know Taekwondo. I think I've bickered enough. Time to get to the main issue. Let's get down to business. To ask you why the fuck you're in my house. So, what exactly are all of you doing in my house?
Miss, please forgive us in our intrusion. We didn't know this abode belonged to anyone, nor did we have the time to take that into consideration.
What do you mean? You don't just barge into people's homes.
We wouldn't have had to if we weren't as wounded as we are currently. We just escaped from a deadly fight that could have ended our lives. Luckily for us, your home was near and the windows were unlocked, so we quickly came inside.
Or if you were a normal human being, you would go to the fucking hospital. You get shanked, you go to the hospital. Hospitals don't really, you're not... Yeah. Listen, if you're, dying from alcohol poisoning and you're underage, or you took illicit drugs, just tell the paramedics what you took. They're not gonna call the police on you. They just want to save your life. This has been Dad Crystal. Dad B. I have 2 names. Anyway, moving on. The last time I remembered, there were laws preventing strangers from stepping on private property. It's called trespassing. Although, considering the severity of their wounds, it had to be serious. I guess that explains the wounds, but not why he kissed me. He had absolutely no right to do that.
Well, lovely flustered lady.
I'm not a lady.
It's hard to explain, truly. We're not exactly normal.
Not normal? What are you guys, demons or something? I love that, like, demons is the first thing she goes to. Like, what are you, a demon? What are you? I don't know what if it was like, if you told me, like, we're not exactly normal, I'd be like, are you a special snowflake? Try me, bitch. I asked almost jokingly, but the boys seemed to take my question differently. Are you witches? Can you turn into cats? Oh wait, that's not this game.
Well, yeah, actually, something like that.
Huh?
We're incubi, miss. Demons who consume and use sexual energy of humans to survive.
Incubi, the fabled demons that existed to haunt humans and make them sex-crazed monsters, the mythical beings that could look like anyone just to get into your pants, the imaginary monsters you only saw in movies or on TV, you know, the ones that have sex with you and drain your life force and leave you to die, the ones that I actually named a character after. She's named after, I want to say, a Malaysian succubus, like, type. I don't remember how I named her. Listen, point being, she was named after a demon, and her name ended up being after a succubus from, I believe, Malaysian mythology. Mythology? Folklore? I don't know. Whatever.
Hello? Did you hear him?
We're telling the truth.
Do you think she's still processing it?
Yes, and she'll understand right about...
Right. It was funny while it lasted, but it's time to cut the joke short. Incubuses don't exist. There was no way they existed. That would be practically impossible. Just practically. Not entirely, just practically.
Ahem. Incubi is the correct plural form. And yes, we do exist.
You don't need to get all fussy about it. Prove it. Prove it. Where's your proof, huh? Hand it over, Edgeworth. As soon as the words left my mouth, I instantly regretted them.
Very well. Eric, go ahead.
Very well. My sweet,
Please don't
you're
tell
so
me that.
tempting with such non-belief. Let me ease your mind with a tender kiss. I promise you'll enjoy every minute of it, and maybe you'll even want more.
Why are you so tall? That's all I have to ask. Once again, I don't know how tall my character is supposed to be, but I'm 5'1", and I'm like, I assume she's taller than me, because I'm short. Once again, I was lost in a pool of calm and serenity. Staring into Eric's eyes, I felt waves of heat course through my chest and onto my face, painting my cheeks red in their wake. I couldn't help but nod and agree to his offer. Yeah, okay. Oh god, don't make this awkward, y'all. When it's with y'all and moaning, it's awkward. It's really awkward. With another kiss, my heart began to flutter once again in my chest, and my mind was sent spinning in a heated, passion-filled pleasure. Yet, I could feel my body drain of energy as he kissed me.
All right, that's enough.
Aw, very well. I feel so much better.
I told y'all, please stop with the moaning thing. It's weird. As he pulled away, I was left trying to get hair off of my hand. I'm shutting. I was left in a mental mush pool. I felt weak in the knees, despite my will demanding me to stand straight in front of the boys before me. Too bad I'm fucking gay as shit. The world around me began to spin as I tried to speak. I think I'm going to...
Ah, where are our manners? I'm James, and these are my brothers, Sam, Eric, Matthew, and Damien.
That's not even in the order of age. Eric's second oldest, and then Sam, then Matthew, and then Damien. I don't know the fucking... Whatever.
Miss, are you okay?
You're not allowed calling me Miss. The only person allowed calling me Miss is James. I'm okay with James calling me Miss. He's the only one. Because I think it's cute when he says it. It's like cute. It's like his like endearing term. I don't know. It's really cute in a way. And that's one of the only gender terms I'm okay with. But only when James says it.
Shit. She fainted.
Rest in peace, me. This is for the gay man. I'm dead now. I couldn't believe it. Incubi. Real. It all spun around my head until I saw only black. Floating in the darkness, my mind kept replaying the scene over and over again, reminding my body of the touch of the incubi's lips against mine. However, I began to feel the smooth silk around me and my eyelids unwillingly opened. Where the fuck? I awoke to find myself in an unfamiliar place. Where was Mom? Dad? I was pretty sure this wasn't my room. Oh, wait. I was in my grandfather's house now. Of course it would be unfamiliar. I rubbed my eyes and surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the clothes that I arrived at the house in, but I was laying in a silk-covered bed. I remembered coming in the afternoon, so why was it nighttime already? Also, I moved in here, like, really fast, and I just found that, like, awkward. Like, it's like, hey, live in your dead grandpa's house. Like, he, like, probably died here. That's a bit creepy. Like, he died, like, a day ago. I couldn't go into my grandparents' house for, like, a long time after my grandpa died. Like, because he died there. Like, I mean, like, it was like I feel uncomfortable here because a person died here, so. And I'm, like, in his bedroom, too. Like, this is probably his bedroom. It's like, this is so awkward. Also, what the fuck is this? Every time I see this, like, sculpture thing, it, like, looks like a stapler to me. Like, I don't, moving on. Suppressing a yawn, I stretched my arms. Maybe I should order some food for delivery. I was feeling pretty hungry. I was about to sit up, but I suddenly realized that I wasn't alone. Suspicious pottery in the corner.
You're awake.
You talk so quietly. Huh? That was a terrible. Since when was he standing there? And who the heck was he? A guy in my bedroom? Did we? There's no way. Sorry, I think I was saying my thoughts aloud. Why was I apologizing? To a stranger who only said 2 words since I woke up. Wait, he looked eerily familiar. Then it all came back to me. Incubus. He was an incubus. He and his brothers came here for refuge. And 2 of them kissed me. And then I fainted. And that was how things came to this. Oh! He was leaning against the far wall, looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless list of possibilities the situation brought me. I hated the thought of being under an incubus's power, especially in a bedroom. Okay, I like Damien, so I'm not gonna, like, fight him. Be calm. I took a deep breath. I was sure that if any of them wanted to take advantage of me, they would have already. Yeah. I'm awake now.
That's good.
I saw a small form of a smile on his face, which made me blush a bit. Why, though? One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
Uh-huh. How?
I can read minds. It's an ability I was born with. Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
Damien talks so quietly. Great. Even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation I was in. I see. How have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Well, where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
You sure y'all all right? Don't want me to like call an ambulance? Also, it's a foyer, not a lobby, but I'll leave it. Oh, okay. That's unexpectedly sweet.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home and two of us using our powers on you.
You've got a point. Right. I had forgotten about that. It still irked me that they'd practically taken advantage of me at that point. Even if they were demons, it was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. It wasn't some kind of human plaything. All this seemed pretty unreal. It was like something out of those romance novels that Naomi sometimes read. I wished I could have just gone back to sleep, not went. No, I'm not obsessed with grammar. That's crazy. To sleep in for, I'm a grammar fool. That's what I am. And forgotten all about this. Maybe I should have just called the police on them. Then I would have never landed myself in this situation. Like, okay, I don't know. Even if I found like 5 dudes, 5 guys, 5 guys. Anyway, even if I like found 5 dudes in like my personal foyer, like just bleeding on the floor, I'd probably call an ambulance. Like, I didn't mean like bleeding. Like, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna call an ambulance. Oh Lord.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Yeah, I think so.
Trust me, I won't let you go.
Okay, seriously, it looks like a fucking stapler. Look at it. I'm not so sure about this.
I promise.
Okay. I trust you.
Good.
I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong. That lamp in the corner looks shady. Fucking shady ass lamp. I'm gonna like talk about this lamp constantly, y'all. I'm just gonna like judge it for being shady. I don't trust that lamp.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
Damien's just like hearing my thoughts. Like, look at that lamp. That is a shady ass lamp. I decided to close my mouth for the time being so that I wouldn't weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. I'm just looking at that shady ass lamp. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was a sort of longing in his eyes when he looked at me. It wasn't lustful. It was more in admiration. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, I felt like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah. That would be mortifying. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now. Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is that it was really nice of you to do that. I started to fumble over my words again. Real smooth.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Alright. See you. He gently lowered me to the ground before he walked off quietly, disappearing into the shadows of the dark, oh my god, foyer. I'm calling it a foyer. Anytime I see a lobby, I'm just going to call it a foyer.
Oh, hi!
Suddenly, a boy who looked around my age, or possibly younger, bounced up to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh, wait. Also, I know that I'm saying, like, Matthew looks around my age. I don't think that they're, like, actually that old. Like, they're not, like, centuries old weirdos that are, like, look at this 18-year-old high school girl that we're gonna flirt with. Like, if I'm not remembering incorrectly, I'm pretty sure that they're actually around my age. You're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
I'm fine.
Really? Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
No, I'm fine. I'm sure of it. I must have been blushing when Damien carried me downstairs. How embarrassing.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
It's okay. After all, I did hit Sam after what he did. And about Eric, I just wanted you guys to prove to me what you're saying. Suppose incubi are real, then. I wondered how exactly I got myself into this mess. First my grandfather, then a fight with my father, blowing up a Lisette, and now this. I certainly had a knack for getting myself into sticky situations.
Oh, I have an idea.
He shoved his hands into his pockets with a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is he trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
What is that exactly? He smiled as if to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes and saw what he was holding, his face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
What he produced from his pocket was a creepy-looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like a terrifying combination of Cube and honestly. His face paled considerably, and he dropped it onto the floor, scooting away from it frantically.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something!
But isn't he a demon himself?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
Well, considering Cuba and yeah. He slumped his shoulders and looked down at his feet. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it's certainly unique. You can have it.
What? I appreciate the thought, but no thanks.
That's too bad. Are you sure? I picked up the doll and waved it around him. It was funny teasing him.
Gah! Help! It's gonna kill me!
Yeah, probably. Alright, I'll stop.
Anyway, I'm heading back to help out with the food. You can come over if you're hungry.
I think I'll go with you then. Something smells good. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
I'm not a girl. And excuse you, I have a name,
Should we really care?
Do you want another fist to your face?
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Hello, babe.
Shh. Whatever.
I apologize for his attitude.
It's alright, babe. That's fine, babe.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Meal? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was the doll getting to my head and distracting me. Ah, that's right. Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait, you didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
Alright, well, thank you. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit exaggeratedly to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion.
Ah, there we go. Dinner's all served.
Is that a mirror in my dining room? Forget it. The table was filled with various foods from an eclectic selection of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled with elegantly plated Asian foods, and another portion some yummy-looking desserts. Oh, fucking sweet. And there were yet more and more plates than I could have possibly imagined. Whoa, that's a lot of food. It all looks so good, and we somehow fit it on this tiny-ass dining room table. The thing is tiny. Like...
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Sweet? Me? You gotta stop calling me that.
That's enough, Eric.
That's awkward, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I don't know what came over me. Apparently he's shorter than Eric. Whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. James seemed very kind and intelligent and hot, but aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention, he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Oh, well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
No, fuck yeah. To put it briefly, I just moved here today.
That explains the luggage you brought in when you came through the front doors. By the way, we put your belongings in the room you were sleeping in. That seems to be the master bedroom, I believe.
Thanks. This house is really big. Like, really, really big. I don't think I even explored the entirety of the estate when I was a child.
You lived here before?
No. Truth be told, was my grandfather's house. I used to visit him all the time when I was younger.
May I ask why you now live in your grandfather's house?
My grandfather's clock. He actually passed away yesterday. It was bequeathed to me in his will, and I was sent to live here. Whether I liked it or not. But it's a sweet-ass house, so, like, despite dead guy and 5 guys, it's a kind of sweet arrangement.
My condolences. It seems like you don't like the idea of living here.
It's not that I don't like this house, or that I don't have fond memories of being here. It's just the implications that come with staying at this estate. It's kind of complicated to explain.
How do you feel about it?
I love how long it took me to get, like, the fucking... I certainly wasn't expecting that question, but in a good way. It was different from what I had heard the entire day at school. I appreciated the fact that he was willing to listen. I feel angry, sad, scared, and confused. It's hard picking out the different emotions that I'm feeling right now. I wish I was stronger.
You don't have to be strong.
What do you mean?
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, so it's okay to feel those emotions. You don't have to be strong at all.
Thank you.
Are you all right? There seems to be a small bruise on your cheek.
He caught me off guard with that comment. I thought no one would have noticed something as small as that. Oh, I'm fine. He stopped and leaned in close. A bit too close. A bit too close for comfort. Or maybe it was just me, inspecting my face. He was really quite tall, having to bend over so much just to look at me straight in the face. Okay, no, seriously though. So she comes up to, like, here on James? If James was, let's say, 5'11", because that's Julius's height, I come up to about here on him. I come up to, like, Julius's shoulder, and I'm actually below that on Kratos, because Kratos is 6'1", so he is an entire foot taller than me. Julius is only 10 inches taller than me. I love how I'm, like, just lecturing you all, like, yes, Julius and Kratos, who's just really tall. He's just really tall. It was hard to look at him, especially when he was so close. It's just so fucking hot. After a few seconds, he straightened up and began walking again.
Well, if you're having any problems, I'm always here to listen.
That's really kind of you to offer that.
My pleasure. Here's your seat.
Great, time for me to
Let me
bitch.
get your chair for you, lovely lady.
I'm not a lady. Eric was very charming, and his smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons. Yet there was little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Huh? Oh, yeah, when I didn't believe that they were incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
You're gonna have to stop whispering right in my ear. It's awkward. I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool. Violence! I do like Eric. He's a sweetie, but violence!
Ugh! That's going to sting.
Sorry. I panicked.
No, I was expecting that.
I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared by the amount of food they made. Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arm.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him with a shocked expression, as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
Me, an
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Me, an intellectual.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric, and he annoyedly swiveled back to Eric to confront him.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
Sorry, I was doing age calculations in my head, and I'm just like, your dad is one busy guy. Anyway, haha. I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like, in a way, he was much more mature than the others. Especially Eric. And that he could probably fuck me up. Fuck anybody up. Jeez, don't get on Matthew's bad side. Just don't.
Huh? Is something funny?
No. No, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal. All of you. Itadakimasu!
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Such a well-mannered young lady.
I'm not like
Beautiful
this.
inside and out.
Sorry, when you say shit like that, it just makes me think oh, your internal organs are so beautiful. Thanks, Shu.
Eric, knock it off.
Dude, I need to do a Tofu boyfriend. The only games I ever play are Otomes. Oh, I'm terrible. In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked up his head and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He had this big, tough act, and it was obvious he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys. But was there more to him than that? No, there was nothing at all. It was just that's it. He's a two-dimensional character. He's a static character. Yeah.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
I'm not a girl.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
That line just always sounds so poorly acted. Damien comes in to laugh at your ass.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
I'm B.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Thanks, it's 3 letters long and it's an insect. Oh, and it's a nickname. It's not even my full name. They were all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we were in. It was as if it were natural for them to not be... fuck. It was as if it were natural for them to know how to read words on a screen. For them to be around humans. I guess that was just how Incubi worked. But I'm still curious about one thing. Excuse me. Pardonnez-me. All at once, I was gonna say that in French, and then I just did not come out in French. All at once, they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important. Like a queen or something. Fuck yeah.
What is it, miss?
I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand? Yeah, like being told that a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house was perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
You know what's so difficult to understand, Sam? And you know what's not difficult to understand? My fist in your fucking face. That's what I want.
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
You're gonna understand my fist to your face. Sorry, that's like an Avery quote. I'm gonna change my fist to your face if you don't shut up. No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits. So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
It's fine, I guess. So, you're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
Huh? Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy.
Bro.
But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such
I'm
as
not a
yourself.
lady.
We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kisses that gave them power, it was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time, I could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Well, what do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question.
Oh my god,
We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
I'm really cold.
We can take him easily.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
I feel as though I skipped something. I can't tell. Oh well. Fuck it. At that moment, I didn't know what came over me. But I suddenly felt sorry for them. They couldn't possibly survive out there. If they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's home, your residents, they probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably would cause chaos all over town. Or, on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like lab frogs for research. That was even worse. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. Dramatic flashback. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all while I stood there, alone. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I had to spend some more time with myself. The thing I don't understand is I'm supposed to be 7 at this point, and I'm I thought I was best friends with Naomi and Susie the lesbians ever since preschool. Okay. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it. I had never seen him before that. Seen him. I had never seen him. Can you believe that I never seen him? There's like a lot of problems with this that I feel like they didn't check over the script very well. But and it's only the narration ones. Like, I'm like, everybody's lines are fine. It's the narration ones that I feel like you didn't check properly. What better time to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. This grandpa I've never met before. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall, and eyes looking at the strangers passing by. And, like always, people continued to pass by, and life continued to go on. And like always, I started crying because I was lost. I'm a crybaby. I mentioned this last time, but I am a crybaby. I cry when I get lost. I cry when I lose my parent in the store. I'm 21 and I cry. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
My name's B, but thanks, Grandpa. Grandfather. I looked up and saw, like, oh my god, his name is like grandfather, but my parents aren't known by mom and dad. They're Mr. and Mrs. Anderson. Alright, whatever. I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. Somehow. My mom, oh, here you go, Harold. Here's some more pictures of my beautiful child. Look at how beautiful she is. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized that things were moving along. Because it was moving its rusty joints. Suddenly, I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. I can read. God, Jesus Christ. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. Dun-dun! I had the opportunity to help them. Though, would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement I had imagined when I first moved in. 1 or 2 is fine, but like when you get to 5, that's over the limit. That's over the top. Even 4 is good, but you get to 5, that's just too much. There was the matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking of them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a harem. Well, reverse harem, actually. Or something. What's my high school called? Rich people's high school host. Oh my god, it's Oron! It's literally Oron. I have the host club living in my house. Except for they're all related. This is weird. Oh my god. Oh god. Imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. Ugh, this was hard. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list before actually having to make the decision.
Don't worry too much about it.
Oh, fuck.
You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Killing people makes me happy, Grandpa. I told you that. Alright, time to kill a bitch. It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little. But it did kind of make sense. My grandfather's ghost whispers to me, B, fuck the dude you want the most. What? Fuck your girlfriend. What? Become a lesbian if that's what you want. What? Can I kill somebody? technically, yes. Yes, I can. Oh well, moving on. They weren't in the same exact situation that I was in before, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help. As weird as that sounded. Clenching my hands into fists, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Well, you could...
What was that, lovely lady?
Please stop calling me a lady. That is,
Spit it out already.
you could stay here. You could learn how to read B. You could stay here with me. Damn it! You could stay with me here if you'd like. As soon as I finished my sentence, everybody else appeared on screen, and the room became still. I'm not sure what went through their heads from my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seemed like you all needed a place to stay, and, well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seemed like it made sense. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. If you would like to stay here, though, there are 2 things that I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
Oh my god. Well, first of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do anything, or something, I guess, that might harm me or any guest that comes over. Well, save for enemies and my father, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Second, you have to help me with any errands around the house. Or chores or whatever. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
Also, if there's a bug, you have to kill it. I'm not dealing with that. And if the toilet backs up, I can deal with it, but I don't want to, so you have to deal with that too. Yeah. It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I'd appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
You can call me princess, that's fine.
What? Are you serious?
Hey, you don't have to do laundry. Actually, you know what? I'd rather you did do laundry. I have anxiety about laundry. Yeah. I like doing other things though, so whatever. You guys can handle all the household chores. I'll just, cry. That's what I'm best at.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
I can plunge the toilets. That's what I can do. They all seem to like the idea, except for Sam. And hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. It would be interesting having 5 guys help me with taking care of the house, given they would follow the rules I had just laid down.
Grr, fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
Don't make this awkward, Eric.
Eric, knock it off.
I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help and my want to help people was fulfilled. I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
Finally, I'm starving.
Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with food on the table. I noticed James's eye twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
I almost couldn't hold it in. But I did. I merely smiled before I took some food for myself. There was one piece of food that intrigued me and was barely touched by the boys. It looked like green pasta with shrimp over it. Fuck yeah, pasta. I mean shrimp. I wanted to say fuck yeah for shrimp, and then I just got distracted with pasta. Whatever, pasta's good too. What's this? What's
That, miss,
this?
is a shrimp pesto dish.
That sounds really
Pastas
good.
are my specialty, so I'm positive you'll enjoy it.
Holy fuck, pastas are your... Marry me. I forgot that he was good at pasta. Make me pasta. Marry me. Marry me. Marry me. Marry me. I twirled some around my fork and tried it. I could feel my senses open as my taste buds practically melted in delight at the taste. It was creamy and savory. Almost impossible to describe. This is amazing.
I'm glad you like it. At least someone here in the room has taste.
You're welcome. Matthew and Sam glared at James before they continued to eat. I couldn't help but smile at the brotherly quarrel before eating the rest of the pasta on my plate. James seemed to really hold high standards for his brothers, though it wasn't my place to question why. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. I thought that's what we were doing, but okay. It was strange, eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. Oh, fuck, it's my mom. Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Mom, I heard you talking shit about Susie at school today. Don't try this. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
Dude, somebody died here. That's just awkward. Like, tomorrow night? So soon? It's like the premature. A week? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. It was slightly messed up. I was expected to act on the drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house to now organizing a party. I know. Well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm gonna need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
He's letting my lesbians be my backup. I know. I have to do it myself. He won't help. Also, where does my mom work? Like, what? Mom, we're rich. You don't need to work. Like, bruh.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Mom. Bitchin' out. Oh, great. Now how am I gonna do this?
Is something wrong?
Oh, you could say that.
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
How did you... Oh, right. Mind reading. How about you read my thoughts right now? B, your thoughts just are telling me that you want to punch Sam in the face. How did you ever guess? Also, that I want strawberries and whipped cream, and we have whipped cream, but we don't have strawberries, and I'm just... But, yeah. I gotta do it soon or my parents will be really disappointed. I'll have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
I don't see why not.
Servants.
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Sam?
I'm sorry. I was like, this thought just went through my head of, I was like, what if, like, if this is my relative height to everybody? I'm very tired.
Back off.
Back off.
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
That was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer to help right off the bat. Boys are back in town. I couldn't help but smile. I was actually rather thankful now that I let them stay. Now I didn't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
Yeah, it's been a long day. At least tomorrow's the weekend, so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait, where are you all going to sleep? I mean, I have like a couch or like 5, probably. I'm not worried. You guys can sleep on couches.
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
I'm, like, so surprised. I'm like, I spent a bunch of nights over my grandparents' house when I was growing up. Like, not just because, like, certain family members were going out of town. Like, it was like, hey, go spend the weekend at your grandparents'. I, like, did it with my brother, like, all the time. Whatever. Like, I'm just like, how have I never spent a night at my grandfather's? Oh, got it. Alright then, I'm heading to my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow?
Have a good night.
I will. You too. Don't make it awkward, Eric. Don't make it awkward. With that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
Making it awkward.
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Yes, he was.
Shh.
Eric. As soon as I got into my room, I told you somebody didn't proofread this. A wave of exhaustion hit me. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? I just woke up from that nap. Dude, okay, I got 6 hours of sleep today, and all of it was on a couch. Not a comfortable couch. It wouldn't have been a problem if I had been at school half an hour later. I was at school at 6:30 this morning. And the journalism building is open at 6:30 in the morning. The student union is not. I do not like the couches in the journalism building as much as I like the couches on the 3rd floor of the student union. They're uncomfortable if you sleep on them for too long. And they make me feel gross. I don't know. So yeah, that was annoying and and then it's by the time I'm awake and it's 8 in the morning or something, because I kept waking up every few hours. It's once you get to that point, it's I'm not walking over to the student union just to nap. It's not worth it. So I dragged myself to bed and hauled up one of my bags. I opened it and grabbed my economics book, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I had to study at least a page or two before sleeping at last. That's ridiculous. The words on the page scrambled in my mind as I read through them, but after 2 or 3 tries, I managed to understand what the page was about. Equations. Ugh. Finally, I decided to change into my pajamas and head to bed. Today had been a long day, and I needed the rest. Also, there's a fire going on. Oh, that would be so nice. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprises in a row would kill me. Yeah, I said I was dead before. Just wait, guys. I'm gonna be dead now. With that thought in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber. I feel like there might be another thing after this, but you know what? We're gonna stop here. Yay! Part 3. Done.